school board members in New Hanover County got an earful from those in the Williston Middle School family. The board wants to turn the historic school back into a high school. Our Andrew James explains.
Well, Amanda, the idea came to light last week to add a performing arts high school in the county. Right now, school board members think that should be Williston. Staff and alumni, though, are not agreeing.
Well, we were very surprised. Indeed, we were shocked.
The Williston Tigers letting out a roar before the new-Hanover-County-school-board.
I think it's a slap in the face.
It being the proposal to change Williston Middle School after decades. School board members last week proposed it be reconfigured from middle to high school under a performing arts specific curriculum.
Establishing, a school with performing arts with some of the subjects that we talked about really is something that this community can get behind. You hear from parents all around in that district, in New Hanover County about the need for choice for their students.
School staff say a majority of parents countywide surveyed in favor of having a performing arts high school. Williston Middle School has also consistently scored low in the state's performance report cards. But those vested in the history and current community impact of the school, they do not want to see this as a solution.
We would propose that the high school they're looking at would be more geared to polytech, where students could get the beginnings of a career.
Board members approved continuing the conversation, but not without clear friction from new members.
But right now we need to focus on redistricting. They started over a year ago, and I'll be honest with you, I don't want to see this done to Williston in this manner. They need a voice.
Vice Chairman David Wortman sees the changeover of Williston Middle School as a solution to ease high school overcrowding.
Community input in this really is important.
And the board will now work on potentially public forums as well to seek more public input. Their time frame will be right next to the process of redistricting middle schools by the 2020-2021 school year. Now, the hundreds of students there would have to go somewhere. School board members looked at several proposals this evening to move them all to places like Holly Shelter, Rolling Grice, and Noble Middle. Now, these proposals also look at one grade or all grades being moved out at once. These will also be worked out alongside the middle school redistricting process. And Amanda, tonight really the biggest thing was that resonating roar from folks at Williston to make sure they have their voices heard in this conversation. A lot of folks passionate about this school.
To be clear, alumni of Williston are very proud of their school and they're very protective, understandably so. Big question though, again, will this be immediate? Is the board taking action now, or are they taking things slow? Is this a done deal?
Took us a year to get to high school redistricting. It depends on who you really talk to, but staff definitely wanted to make this a well-choreographed process. They said they even want an entire year before they just talk about planning for this. Now, if it gets approved, they want 2 to 3 years to look at the architectural structures of the school to get it changed for this kind of performing arts setting of any kind.
All right, and we've got on our website stories that we've done on Williston and the history of the school and the impact in the community as well. So we'll have to watch and see what happens. All right, thank you, Andrew, for that report.